What's up, guys? Today I'm bringing you guys to Grand Rapids for the King of the Jungle boxing tournament. I'm really excited. I'm really blessed to be here. This isn't something I knew I was going to be competing in until really only a week ago. That being said, I've been training. I am ready for this tournament. As you guys might know, my dad is my boxing coach, and he doesn't sugarcoat it. He thinks I'm ready, so I'm ready. I'm going to trust that. And I'll take that as God. God also has put me in here for a reason. God also thinks I'm ready. So there were a lot of hoops to jump through in order for me to make it here. And honestly, it would have been done if it wasn't straight up intervention from the Holy Spirit. One thing I learned from wrestling that I want to bring to boxing is the idea of mastering the fundamentals. I think if in wrestling, one thing I've not done too great on is being great at the basics. So my approach to boxing is basically, the same there. What I learned from wrestling, like let's keep everything basic, let's not get fancy, and let's be great at doing basic things, which is essentially my dad's boxing philosophy as well. I am competing at 198 pounds in the novice division. The novice division is 9 fights and under. And as you guys might know from my last boxing video, I've only had one fight, and I lost that fight. I was not ready to take that fight. I went in with 0 sparring. And since I've gotten great sparring to kind of prove that I am ready. My first opponent is going to be the son of a boxing legend.
Right now. By her, not only moving back, but send it wobbled, and down he goes.
Duran's just fighting on instinct, though, Gil. He's just hanging a big right now. That's it, Tim.
My first match, I got his 27-year-old son at 198 pounds. He's 4-0. I went and watched the fights yesterday. He got a knockout, which was fun to watch. And I'm just so blessed to have competitors. I know to go to the levels where I want to go, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows, and I'm going to have to conquer some deep fears from within and some great competitors alike to myself. Look, this kid's dangerous and everyone's dangerous, okay? I'm more dangerous. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to let my subconscious mind take over. I'm going to let my skills and my training do the talking, and we're going to conquer. All right, guys, let's get to it. Fight 1. Let's go.
We have your winner in ring number 3, about 49, boxing out of the red corner. Bring in Birch your body, Austin Hurd. This is a championship fight. Boxing out of the red corner by way of Rising Flame. Fight Club, Margarita Mendoza Porter. We have your winner in ring number 1, bout 50. Boxing out of the blue corner, Larry Henderson Jr.
is up, my people? Sorry for posting this video a little bit late. I was debating posting this video because I didn't want anyone to be worried about me. First, I want to go out and say that I'm okay. At first, I did not take the loss well. I think, you know, I come from a sport of wrestling where I'm good at wrestling. You guys know, and I'm fortunate enough to say that. And I'm used to winning and being dominant, and you know, and losing in wrestling happens sometimes too. But I was mad at myself because getting humiliated like that, it is devastating, and I'm not used to that feeling. That being said, once my head cleared, my mindset changed, and I realized that this is just a part of the process of improving in something that you aren't already great at. And as long as I am pursuing what God calls me to pursue, I can be very content with myself. There are good things to take away from this. The first thing is that I'm healthy. After the fight, I had 0 symptoms of a concussion, and I felt great. And another thing I'm happy about is that I conquered my anxiety. Worrying about future results, I believe, is something that has stopped me from wrestling to my highest capabilities. I think we can see it, especially in last year's wrestling season, and I think that's even held me from being a national champ, let's say last season. And going into this fight, I'm wrestling a big, imposing figure, a big name, and I wasn't anxious. I felt free and focused, and I have to give all credit to God. The whole day leading up to the fight, I'd have bursts of anxiety, and when I was in those bursts of anxiety, I would listen to worship music. Listening to worship music switched my mind into a mindset of abundance and gratefulness and praising the Lord. I didn't have to carry the weight of the result of the fight on my own shoulders, so I was able to be way more free out there. The fact that I was able to conquer anxiety with the Lord and trust Him is something far greater than any win could have ever been. The mere fact that I would go on to fight the guy who would win the tournament, Tommy Hitman Hearn's son, in the first round of my bracket is an anomaly. I was more than ready to fight in an amateur boxing bracket, and I wasn't ready to fight that guy. This experience can be perceived as a bad thing that happened, and part of that is right. I got TKO'd in the first round in my second boxing bout. But with a champion's mindset, I have to remain optimistic. My boxing journey is not going to end here. God has a plan for me, and I will pursue His plan with obedient perseverance. And to those of you guys who are in the middle of experiencing loss, or who maybe experience loss in the future, just understand this, and please put your trust in God, because there's such a higher purpose that we can be living for. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys come wrestling season.